Hi, this is Mr. Guy, and I'm going to be showing a short video about the Phillips curve. And the Phillips curve in economics shows the relationship between unemployment and inflation in the short run. In the short run, if inflation is increasing, unemployment decreases. And in the short run, if unemployment goes up, inflation goes down. If unemployment goes down, inflation goes up. And that's what we see. A short run, we see not necessarily an inverse relationship, but they fight with each other, and one goes up, the other goes down. Now, in the long run, we draw a vertical Phillips curve. There is no relationship in the long run between unemployment and inflation. So I'm going to be drawing the short run Phillips curve and the long run Phillips curve on the graph at the same time. So I'm going to show this to you. Inflation is on this axis, unemployment is on this axis. This is the long-run Phillips curve at full employment, which is about 5% unemployment, or between 4 and 6. And then this is the short-run Phillips curve. Now, the short-run Phillips curve can have movements along the line, which shows an increase in inflation and a decrease in unemployment, or let's just show points. So at point A, you have 9% inflation and 2% unemployment. So that is right here. That also would be a point where you're looking at an inflationary gap on the aggregate supply and aggregate demand curve. This would be, say, long-term equilibrium, and you'd have 5% unemployment per se, and maybe 4% or maybe 3.5% inflation. And then down here you have C, point C. That is 3 or 2.5% inflation and high unemployment. So when you have high unemployment, you have low inflation. This would, point C would show a recessionary gap on the aggregate supply and aggregate demand curve. So you can move along the line. Normally when you move along the line, that's when aggregate demand changes and then aggregate supply shifts the curve. So just looking at this shows the relationship between inflation and unemployment, and it's a very simple graph, and we normally use this in conjunction with the aggregate supply and aggregate demand curve, and it shows the short-run relationship between unemployment and inflation. Other videos will show me shifting the aggregate supply curve, shifting the aggregate demand curve. This is just an introduction video just to show you what the X and Y axis are, how the graph looks, because you'll be asked to do this on the free response for the AP macroeconomics test. Thanks a lot.